Oh boy.
But yeah, it's a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, we definitely got off topic, but it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like when you mentioned the kids, like Logan being able to look at a nutrition label,
yeah,
and based on the size and macro, he could, or the whatever, he could figure out how much protein is in something.
Yeah.
I feel like we, like, we don't, I don't know, like Brooklyn does not like very many proteins. So we have to like be conscious of her protein intake. And
Yeah.
so we're using those things as tools to make sure they're actually feeding their bodies properly. Like, and I feel like a lot of kids, all they see are their parents like restricting.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's why kids grow up with such a
And-
like negative opinion about dieting.
And they can't, it's not even like, like the parents themselves don't know.
Yeah.
Like they're literally just following what is being thrown at them. Like everywhere on social media is that. And it's like, no, like weight loss isn't the answer to all your problems. Like just because you feel insecure doesn't mean it's a weight issue. Like that's not a weight issue.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a severe, like it's like literally limiting your way of life. Like you can't get off the couch.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, well, like,
yeah.
But obviously, again, there's some sort of psychological disconnect. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
So I'm going to bring it back to reverse dieting. I want to do a reverse diet.
Yep.
What time do you think would be the best time of year to do that?
Oh, Monday.
Monday. Oh God, I don't know why.
What do you mean? What time of year?
So like, I'm thinking like if I wanted to do like a 4-month reverse diet.
Sure.
I feel like the winter would be the best time, right? Like everyone wants to.
Sure.
Like everyone wants to like lean down for summer and feel, more comfortable in their skin in the summer.
Yeah.
So like if you're going to reverse diet, I feel like if you're worried about putting on a pound or two.
Sure. Like again, like.
And then at least then you're like increasing your calories throughout. Like this is gonna sound so stupid, but like Halloween.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Christmas.
I knew exactly where you're going with this. Like it was like, yeah, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Like there's literally like it seems like a holiday at least once a month.
There is.
Yeah, and there is for
or
the
more.
next
3-4 months.
future, all which are like centered around food.
Yeah.
Which in itself is crazy.
I know.
But
we're guilty of that too.
But yeah, 100%. And like, and again, like, it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm going to, or if we're having a birthday party for one of our kids, like, I'll have cake.
Yeah, no matter
like,
what.
I'll have cake because I don't want them associating like cake to like a negative thought.
Yeah,
like I don't want them to now think it's like a bad food because it's like, you know what, like yes, it is not optimal, but it's like it symbolizes something. Like it is your birthday, like we are celebrating you.
Yeah.
And like, and that's just the way we do it.
Yeah.
Like
it's a big emotional time.
Yeah. And like
hopefully you make it a good emotion and not a shitty emotion.
Yeah, it's a social thing, right? Like it's like just like a time where you want to just enjoy time with your family, your friends. Like that is what that is. But like, so like the best time, anytime. I feel like a reverse diet is so much easier than dieting.
Yeah.
Well, like, and I mean that in like the physical sense of it. Like it's so much easier to increase your calories versus restrict
on like your
calories.
Mentality and your energy.
But mentally, it can be just as hard, if not harder, for a lot of people because they associate it with gaining that pound. So why not gain that pound in winter when nobody can see it? Like it feeds right into that insecurity, right? Like that underlying thought.
Yeah.
So, like, summertime, you know, just as good. And like summertime, it might be easier because now it's summertime, you're more active.
Yeah.
Right? So you're moving way more.
That's
so
true.
like now you're expending more
and
calories.
I can think of just as many summer foods and drinks and barbecues
Ice
and
cream
every
day.
Yeah. So like
but
there's
like,
and I mean like in the winter, it's nice to like be able to. I don't know, I guess you'd still need to track, but like I think of like soups and stuff. Like I love soup.
Yeah.
And it's such a hard thing
like,
to track. It's impossible.
They suck, but like you know what, like that homemade chili you made the other day. It's like that was like high protein. Like that's like one of those things where like you're getting so many nutrients and macronutrients that it's like it's easier. But yeah, during the winter, like you're moving less, so like now your metabolism is already potentially slowing down on you.
That's true.
To a very small extent, right? And then you're gonna throw yourself into you're gonna reverse that, so you're gonna increase your calories. But now, like, I feel like chances of you gaining weight are much higher. Whereas like during the summer, I feel like if somebody went into it during the summer, and again with the like insecurity of like body. Going into the summer, you're gonna be much more conscious and much more strict.
Because
with that,
I feel like in summer you worry more even just like bloating.
Yeah.
Like some people eat an extra 100 calories.
It will change the way your gut looks completely.
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy.
So like summertime, you're gonna be more strict. Chances are you're gonna stick to your reverse diet so much more to the T, because you're not gonna want to have those crazy cheat meals and like all of that junk, because now it's like, oh man, like I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
It's like
so you know my eating habits currently.
Yeah.
How long do you think it would take me to reverse diet to like the most amount of calories I can eat without like feeling like I'm forcing food in? Like, would I be looking at like 8 weeks or like 6 months?
See, like, here's the thing. I feel like for you, if you were to eat, like, if we were to eat completely like clean foods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, with, like, not going out to restaurants, not getting fast food, like, not doing those things. Like, so, like, without that variable, because obviously that's going to dictate a huge amount of
how many calories.
Of calories, right?
Yeah.
Like, without those crazy things, like, just like a baseline, like, I think that for you, it's hard because we don't know what your maintenance is.
Yeah, no,
so, like,
I've never had the patience enough to figure out my maintenance.
To gauge that is like impossible right now. Like there's just too many variables. But I will say, like, just like a rough guess, just based on...
I'm gonna write this down because I'm gonna attempt to reverse diet.
Based on how you eat, my guess is you're gonna be anywhere between 2850 and 2,900 calories when you're like satisfied
with clean food.
Like clean whole foods, like foods you like, but this would be like foods you enjoy, but like on the like home cooked meal side, right?
Yeah, like, so like homemade chili and like,
and that's what I mean by clean. Like like you're making like homemade shepherd's pie. Yeah, like, you know, you're having like, it's like a hearty home cooked meal, but you're not like you're not, I don't know, you're not cheating. It's not like one of those gross frozen ones that are like 900 calories because their corn's injected with freaking fat. I don't know.
Yeah, see, like, I feel like right now I'm probably eating close to that in a day without gaining any weight.
Yeah, and like we eat
junk. Yeah. It's been, like,
we have terrible habits right now, right? So like you're eating that, but you're eating that on like you're eating that in a much smaller window, like a much quicker window, right? Yeah, like bulk of those calories are from the time I get home at 5 until we go to bed. Yeah, because you make yourself a little meal
Yeah, we
right
have
around
dinner,
breakfast,
or
and then
yeah.
you have like your you have lunch, which is either like
Sometimes.
potentially, yeah, exactly, either prepped food or like
Or I don't eat until 3 or
you
4.
don't, yeah, or you just don't eat, or you'll have like a little snack
Yeah.
of some sort,
Yeah,
which
granola bars or
yeah. So like if you were like wake up in the morning, go to the gym, come home, eat your first meal,
yeah,
have another meal at lunch, potentially a granola bar in between there, and then another meal, and then we ate dinner, and then we're like done eating by 9 o'clock,
yeah,
right? Like I think you could fit in 2850 to 2900 calories in there
interesting.
because your meals would increase.
And
in
you
size.
think my weight would maintain?
Not right now, no. I'm saying that's
No,
what
I
I
mean,
think
like,
you could reverse to, where you'd be like
okay.
happy with that number. Like if
Interesting.
that was your
Yeah,
so
because
if that was
I
your
wanted
that
to-
was your maintenance.
Yeah,
So if that was your maintenance,
that's where I would be
in
happy.
clean, like in
Yeah.
that home cooked meal style setting, that's where I think you would be like, this is a really good number, and then now I can play around with.
Yeah, because I feel like for the most part, anytime I diet, I start at like 1,500 calories.
Yeah.
And I don't stick to it.
No.
And like then I get like insane cravings. Like it lasts like a week. I lose 5 pounds, but it's like for what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I feel like shit. I'm cranky as hell. I have no energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I gain 10 the following week.
Yeah. Well, it's just,
like, why are we like this?
It's just the yo-yo diet, man. Like I blame the
society.
Yeah, like it's just like there's so much like you just see like these dramatic transformations, but you don't see what goes into it, right? Like it's like HGTV. You know,
Yeah.
you see these crazy house transformations where it's like,
My mom
bought this shack and I turned it into this, and it's like, man, they did that in an hour. That's crazy. But then you don't realize
Extreme
it's like,
makeover,
oh
home
snap,
edition.
wait, like they just like showed you some like highlight clips and like some like
of a
fake
7-8 month period
of like a year time lapse, and it's like stuff doesn't happen that fast. Like you need to be patient. You need to just understand what goes into it, and like we don't see that in fitness. Like I feel
we
like
see
we see it because we follow the right people.
Yeah.
Right? But like people tend to just like follow somebody on Instagram. Like those
Jillian
people that
Michaels.
we talk about, like those people that are just like content with what they're eating and stuff, but like have ambitions to look a certain way. Like deep down they wish like, oh man, I wish I looked like that guy.
Yeah.
But it's like they're so like oblivious to like what went into that.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
So like everybody just assumes like steroids.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah. And it's like you don't know how long it took them to do that. Like they have that impressive physique because they've been grinding for 10 years.
Yeah. Like grinding like most people couldn't do for 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a constant thing. And it's like so much respect.
Yeah.
But like
but none at all from the average person because they don't realize what went into it.
Like they have a respect for the end result, but they don't respect the process that went into developing that.
Mm-hmm. So are we gonna reverse cut? Or am I gonna diet?
I'm definitely not reversing.
No?
I'm
You're just gonna start tracking and try to find your maintenance?
100%. Because
I think that's what I'll probably have to do and see what my maintenance is.
Because here's the thing, like right now, like I'm eating like crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm eating like garbage right now. So like for me, but I feel like I'm still eating a ton of calories.
Yeah.
Like I eat maintaining a ton of calories. Even my protein intake is still like sufficient because I sneak in protein shakes and protein bars here and there.
Yeah.
So like, but like for me, like I feel like right now if I were to clean it up, like I could be eating 3,200 calories.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know?
easy.
And like again, like I'm not the type of person that like goes into a big deficit. Like I'm that type of person who will find my maintenance and then I'll go for 200.
Insanely patient.
Well, like, but like at the same time, like I'm completely impatient.
Yeah.
Right.
But you'll put in the work because like, you know it's necessary.
Yeah. Like I want those like instant results, and it's like a constant like check yourself, like constant like inner self-talk, just being like, you can't just cut your calories by 500 calories.
Yeah.
And just like drop 10 pounds right now. Like that's not the right move. And like I know it. So like I constantly have to just like reaffirm that every freaking time I'm doing it. But like for me, like, yeah, I don't know. I just have so many other ideas right now that like I think about, that like sitting down and planning my meals and like planning my like nutrition right now just to me is like it's not a priority.
For sure.
Like for me, like YouTube, like this right now consumes so much of my thought. Like yeah. there's not like a moment where I'm not thinking of like what should I do for a video. Yeah. And like how could I actually make it happen, or like plans for the future. So it's like it's just like just like not a priority. Like I still am conscious of like what I eat. Like I try to always like keep in mind like at least my protein intake. Yeah. That's like my big thing. Yeah. Is like I don't want to just like be living off carbs right now. Because like chances are if I'm getting like a decent protein intake, then like things are going all right. Yeah, for sure. I struggle so bad with protein. Yeah, but see, you don't like protein shakes. I hate protein shakes. That's the problem. Like, man, like you need to learn how to actually just drink. Because like, then it doesn't matter what the shake tastes like. It's just to chug. I can't. Down. I can't. I know you can't. And that's what holds you back. I seriously think, because I don't enjoy any of the shakes. I know, but you. Like the only time I enjoy smoothies is when we buy smoothies from somewhere else, like Booster Juice, and like freaking store crappy 500 grams of sugar ones. Yeah. Like there were a couple in like when I did that one YouTube video where I did a 48-hour smoothie thing. There was like 2 smoothies in there where there's like it was just like a bunch of different juices pretty much. So it's like orange juice, grapefruit juice, like strawberries, and like it was just like super sweet. It was like a slushy. Yeah, and it had no real nutrient. Like it had 0 protein. I'm pretty sure I added like a scoop of Greek yogurt just because I felt like garbage. Like I was just like I cannot just. Oh my god! I'm so glad you did that when we weren't here. Oh yeah, for sure. No, it was definitely better that you weren't around. Oh god. Yeah. Good times. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I gotta just start figuring it out, because I feel like right now is that it gives me enough time between now and summer to feel better. See, like the thing is though, is like for you, like I think you'll have a much better time doing a reverse than most, because you're very motivated by strength. Big time. Like as long as I can get my butt when you're in the gym, it doesn't. You don't care. You couldn't care less if you get like a pump. 90% I don't think time. I've gotten a pump in most muscle. Oh, but yeah, for you just like you care way more about how much you lift. Like you don't think people are like looking at you because of the way you look. You think they're looking at you because you're not lifting enough. 100%. I would never assume someone like is looking at me thinking like, I don't know, like something negative about like my body. I would think like, damn it, this guy thinks I'm a wuss. No, and which is just hilarious. It's the ego and for sure. Well, it's funny because like I'm like a mix. So it depends on who's in the gym, right?
Yeah.
So like if there's like a
shredded guy, you're like, shit.
Yeah, if there's like a jacked bodybuilder
like a
looking just
guy,
like guy
deadlifting 500 pounds, you're like, shit.
Yeah, 100%. Like if there's like a person with a less impressive physique than me,
lifting more,
then I'm just like I better be able to lift more than that person, or I'm failing at life. But if it's like a bodybuilder, then I'm just like, damn, that guy's judging me because he's way more jacked than I am.
Yeah. Nobody gives a shit.
And nobody does. Like, nobody does. And yeah, but like, that's the way my brain works.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely 100% strength.
Yeah, 100%. Like, 100%. Like, you'll sit there and like try to compare yourself to me.
100%.
And it's just like so different. So different. And you'll sit there being like, how much more pounds
close am I?
How much more pounds are you lifting than me? Like
yeah.
If it's not quite double, it's just
hey,
like,
okay,
it's like, hey, I'm good catch up. I'm good catch up to you. If it's under, it's
my
like, damn.
200 to your 400.
Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, if you did like 205 and I did 400, you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna catch up. But if you did like 195 and I did 400, you'd be like, wow, you're really strong in that lift. Like you have a really strong deadlift. Like you're just naturally just very strong.
I'm such a butthole. Why am I like that? I'm so competitive. I blame you. I feel like we were both very competitive and you just are like annoyed of me now. My competitiveness, so you just let me have it.
You know what the most irritating thing is though?
No.
Is like when you beat me at things. I get so like jealous.
Okay,
because
axe throwing. As soon as I started nailing the board at axe throwing, you were like, well, I knew you were going to be better at me than this.
Well, I wouldn't say you were better at
me. No.
But I've also had more.
Damn close.
I've also went more times. Like,
yeah,
I've literally went axe throwing 3 times to your 1.
Yeah, that's true too.
But like, all I think of is ping pong. That irritates me so much because I feel like I should just be better than you at ping pong because like.
That's probably the only thing I'm like I'm not significantly better.
I had a ping pong table growing up. Like,
so did I.
I know you did, but it's like I know how many freaking hours I put in on that thing.
Dude, me
I know,
too.
But I just don't picture it because I'm just like, I know I put in work.
I was even a douche who played ping pong in high school in the cafeteria.
I didn't.
There you go. That was my advantage.
Didn't socialize, so. But
yeah, I feel like that's like the only thing that I'm actually.
Probably, you're pretty good at cooking.
Wow, that's not even.
No, I. There's definitely more that you even at games of like chance. Like we could play frickin' Monopoly, and if you beat me, I'm like.
Sure, whatever. But that's
Like I'm a sore loser, I guess. But the thing is like I'm not to like
anyone else.
Certain things. Like I just think of like grappling. Like when I was so content with second place at that one tournament. I was it was the first tournament and everything, but
I'm not like throwing shade, but the other guy was also way more jacked than you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's
so was the guy I beat.
That's true.
Like they were both.
But I mean, like you were able to accept that loss because, like.
I already
You know, like it was.
Yeah. No, I just.
God, that was a long time ago.
It was like 500 years ago. But yeah, just interesting.
Well, probably wrap it up before your phone dies.
Hour-long video. Okay. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. So hopefully you got some good information. And until next time, peace.
Was that actually an hour?
52 minutes.
I can't see. I knew it was long, but man.
52 minutes.